So today what we're going to be looking at is an interesting quotation marks proof, which is often used to prove that 1 is equal to 2, and somewhat debunking this. So we start off by saying that A is equal to B. Well, then we can multiply both sides of this expression by A, which will give us A squared equals AB. And then what we then do is subtract B squared from both sides. So we get A squared minus B squared equals AB minus B squared. Well, now, as you'll notice on this left-hand side, this is simply the difference of two squares, and we can also factorize this right-hand side. So doing that will yield, using the difference of two squares, A plus B multiplied by A minus B equals B into A minus B. And what we can note now is that this term here is the same as this term here, so they will actually cancel out across the equal sign. So simplifying this, having performed our factorization, we'll simply get that A plus B is equal to B. But now we can recall from our top line here that A is equal to B. So actually, what this is saying is that A plus A is equal to A, the ramification of which is that 2A equals A. So obviously, building on from here, in the case that when A is equal to 1, this surely suggests that 2 is equal to 1. Which seems logical. It seems on first inspection that all we've simply done is A equals B, multiplied both sides by A, subtracted a B squared, factorized, and then used the definition from here, that A is equal to B. Pause the video here if you would like to try and debunk this proof by yourself. If not, continue watching the video and we shall prove why this proof does not make sense. Okay, so actually why this proof falls apart. The first line is fine, the second line is fine, and the third line is fine. Even the fourth line, because these are just simple manipulations, we're just multiplying each side by something, subtracting something, and factorizing. So there is no issue, mathematically, with what we've done here. For those of you that spotted it, the issue actually comes from the fact that when we factorize this is true, this line here, but it's because the whole line is actually equal to 0. And the reason for that is that this A minus B term is of course 0, because A equals B, as we see here. So actually all this line is saying is that 0 is equal to 0, which of course this line holds true. The issue comes from the fact that we then cancel this A minus B. So effectively what we've done in this line here is just divided both sides by 0. And of course in mathematics, when you come across a division by 0, it's a bit of a nightmare, because the best you can really say is that this is equal to infinity, but then what is this? So the reason this proof works is that by, in a rather hidden way, dividing through by 0, we've completely nullified the mathematical passages that follow, because of course this makes sense, it's just subbing in the definition that we have in our very first line here, back into the line here. So giving that 2A is equal to A, cancel the A even, 2 is equal to 1. So yeah, this is why this proof will not work, and well done to anyone that spotted it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.